Live again. Ah, is anyone there? Hello, hello, Krillip. My dear friends, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Lord Orfeo, for that warm welcome. And greetings and salutations, friends. My name is, of course, Charles Q. Banks, and I just watched the Elden Ring 15-minute gameplay video. It did not feel like 15 minutes. It did not. It felt like 5 at most. But I did try to stream it on my little phone, and it kinda worked. It lagged so much. I don't think I'm going to get a video out of that, unfortunately. But here we are. I had to switch to Dark Souls 3 in order to actually discuss it with you. Because there's a lot to discuss. So, it's still live, the Elden Ring gameplay preview, but we can go back on the line and review it again. Games and demos, shut up. Shut up, Twitch. Stealth! Yeah, the stealth that they showed was extensive. You can do so many things in stealth. You can hop, skip, and jump in stealth, which I wouldn't have expected. I thought that the enemies would be able to hear you do that. You can sneak about, you know. You can fire arrows, etc. Very Sekiro-like, but the fact that you can just hit an enemy out of stealth and they will be immediately stunned, or on the ground even, that's crazy. That opens up a lot of really good stealth options. Stealth looks really powerful. Like, it looks like you're going to want to begin most encounters with stealth, if not just play the whole game through with it. It looks so good. But we don't really know how powerful the weapons are in this game yet. The fact that you can guard break things and go right into a parry, or a riposte, I should say, after hitting with a heavy weapon, is going to be extremely helpful. That's one of the things I really liked out of Dark Souls 3, was the fact that if a character had their guard up, and you hit them enough times with a strong attack, then it would break their guard. And then you can riposte. In Bloodborne you couldn't do that, or in any of the other games really, except for maybe Dark Souls 2? But you couldn't just run up to a guy, hit him on the back, and then stab him. And trip him, you know. All these different things you could do are so cool. Let me go back through the video again so I can actually collect my thoughts. Holy crap. I'm so happy about what was shown. I'm definitely overly hyped about this game. Hold on. Let's continue. Let's get into the game with Dark Souls, because then I'll be able to hear what they're saying again. Maybe you guys will as well. This is Dark Souls 3. This is not Elden Ring. So, one thing I'm noticing is that this game, the Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring, are still looking extremely similar. It does seem as though the animations are a bit more smooth, because animations in Dark Souls 3 look a bit janky to me, even in 60 FPS. There's a lot of almost like stuttering, and especially with fast attacks. Like, look at that, that's so janky. But, yeah, things look a lot smoother. But in terms of texture work and lighting, the lighting looks really good. The lighting looks great, TBH. To be honest. But honestly, it doesn't look too much better. The one thing that really makes the game look way better than Dark Souls 3 is the frickin' color design. Like, the only color in this entire level is the bonfire and this yellow grass, or moss, whatever it is. Yellowy green moss. That's it. That is literally it. And of course your HUD. They desaturated the heck out of Dark Souls 3 to get... And it's thematic. But that is my least favorite thing about the game. That's the least favorite. And your beard. My beard? What of my beard? Oh yes, the Bluebeard. I should have named this character Bluebeard. McLongshanks, because yes, totally blue. But I'm amazed you were able to see that. I am slightly colorblind as well, so having more saturated colors will always be helpful to me. Yeah, true dat. Dark neon blue. True. But yeah, the colors pop so well in the Elden Ring trailer. It's insane. It's insane how good they pop. They pop good. They pop good. So, anyone else have anything to say on the Elden Ring 15-minute gameplay trailer? I already watched it once. You won't be able to see it on my screen, unfortunately, but I'm going to watch it again. I have Dark Souls 3 open just so I can stream from the PS5. It's much easier and less laggy than streaming from my cell phone. Wonder how extensive crafting is. Yes, the only thing that we've heard before this trailer and what we saw being crafted in this trailer was really just arrows. So, I bet there will be healing items. I think I heard something about that in the notes. Healing items and arrows. I don't know about, like, did we see, we didn't see a hood all throughout this game, did we? This whole gameplay trailer was hoodless. No heads-up display whatsoever. I wonder if that's a way you can play through the game. Just get rid of the HUD. I mean, that's something you can do in a lot of games, a lot of Dark Souls games, especially on PC. I've never done that because I am not a sadist. I mean, maybe I am a sadist. I'm definitely not a masochist. That's what I meant to say. Holy crap. Holy crap. The fact that the new Sigurd that they're giving us as an NPC is literally one of the pot characters is hilarious. Iron, what was his name? I have to listen to this. It's just regular dialogue from a Sigurd clone. But he's literally a pot. I love that. I literally thought that we were going to break the pot open and find the knight inside. Alexander the Iron Fist. That's the name of the pot NPC. Gets stuck in the ground? Looks like he was thrown. Oh my gosh. It looks so cool, man. Now, one thing I'm noticing is the level of vegetation in the game. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. I don't know that it's Ghost of Tsushima crazy, but it looks quite extensive. Also, the wind blowing through the trees is crazy. Yeah, vegetation looks quite good. Yes, I hope that you can craft, like... I know you probably can't, but I wish you could craft armor sets in this game. That's an MMO thing. So I'm not really putting out too much hope for that. Oh man, the vistas that you see in this gameplay video. Oh my gosh. I hope that's not the entire world. There's a Doom Mountain that we can see. Oh, map fragments are required. I kind of missed that. So we won't have a built-out map first, you know, out of the gate. The map screen looks so nice. It looks so good. Old-fashioned cartography style. I love it. It's wonderful. Having an ability to orientate yourself with markers. Oh my gosh. Dark Souls, or, well, Elden Ring, will definitely not be confusing ever again when it comes to the map design. Now, the dungeons, on the other hand, we have no information on whether or not there will be dungeon maps. Just the overworld map, so maybe we'll be getting lost in dungeons as well. But one thing I'm super excited about is the way that dungeons work. It looks like you can just happen upon a dungeon in this game, all of a sudden, and just start exploring it. And the dungeons look like real dungeons, like Skyrim, like, I don't know, Diablo, if you will. Diablo 2, more like. And specifically, what I'm excited for is they look like Chalice dungeons. They look a lot like Chalice dungeons. I loved the Chalice dungeons in Bloodborne, and I want other medieval games to do the same in the Souls series, or Souls-like series or genre of games. Just have a separate series of caves and tunnels in your games that you can get treasure out of. It just makes things more fun, causes there to be a lot more discovery available, etc. in a game, and just makes it more interesting. And it probably doesn't have much to do with main campaign playthrough, right? Progression routes. It's probably just straight up found a cave, exploring it, got some cool armor. That, if that's the way it is, I'll be so happy. Obviously, there are the main dungeons. They don't call them dungeons, they call them... Ooh, I forgot what they call them. But like the different realms, you know, that each of the main bosses inhabits. I think there were 5 main bosses that you have to beat in order to clear at least the first area. We still don't know how many bosses there are in the game. Oh, I'm so excited. Also, it showed looting the coffin carriages. That was something that Vati Video was theorizing would be a big treasure chest. And he was right. He was right. He was right about a lot of these things. I mean, when you start to speculate so in-depth as to what's going on in the short little gameplay trailers we've already gotten, you're going to be right some of the time, you know? And people like Vati Video really spread a wide net across this game. But yeah, the bridge section looks very much like the bridge section in Dark Souls 3. Also, same exact joy animation as in Dark Souls 3 that the NPC uses. Windmills in the background. Ooh. Don't know if anyone noticed the windmills in the background of the bridge section, the broken bridge section, that the red NPC woman leads you down. I hate it that the character just waltzes right past all of the items. It makes me so mad. Also, those giant things in the forest. Lovecraftian horrors look really cool, and I love them. But I am watching, if anyone is wondering, the Elden Ring. It's still live, actually. Elden Ring video on YouTube. If anyone missed that, or has not seen it, there is the link. Use it! You must see it. If you go back on the line, you will be able to find the gameplay itself. Also, medieval version of Gyobu Masataka Oniwa looks cool. Looks like you can just find him out in the forest. Doesn't even look like a hemmed-in boss arena or anything. That fellow. Yes. The magic rain is such a cool spell. Oh my gosh, there's so many. They show off like 8 spell casts in this one boss section that they display. They showed a lot of that boss fight and the Golden King boss fight, but they did not show very much. Just lots of cuts. Lots of cuts. I was really expecting the 15-minute gameplay trailer to be 15 uncut minutes of gameplay. I don't know why. I thought it would be. But it was not. But yeah, just walking in to a dungeon. I'm gonna have so much fun with that. I wonder... So, at the end of this trailer, something that kind of concerns me... It doesn't concern me as much as I'm disappointed with it. The Collector's Edition and the Special Collector's Edition. I didn't see exactly how much they were. I can go forward and look. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. At the far end of the trailer. They show it very, very quickly. Thank you for watching. Yeah, they don't tell you how much these babies are. 40-page hardcover art book. I want all of this, honestly, but how much is it going to be, and do we get anything in-game to change it? Wait, we get an official helmet replica? Are you serious? If you get the Premium Collector's Edition? Not gonna lie, that's a little crazy. Why her helmet? Why not the player's helmet? I find that as kind of odd. Like, so much of this game's promotional material is of the red-haired, one-armed woman. Well, she has two arms. One of them is fake. One of them is metallic. One of them is magical. But yeah, we don't know how much these things are. The Premium Collector's Edition looks like it's going to be hundreds of dollars. The Elden Ring pre-order gives you Digital Deluxe Edition. It includes the game and digital art book and soundtrack. Good, so we get the digital art book. That's excellent. I didn't know I was going to get that. I just pre-ordered the game because I wanted it early. Or I wanted it when it would, arrive. As soon as it would arrive. February 25th, 2022. So much further away than we thought it was going to be, friends. So much further away. Charles sad. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, it's coming. It's coming. The game looks better and better the more we see of it, which is great, because that's not always the case. Not always. In fact, sometimes it's the opposite of that, where the hype kind of dies down the more you see of the game. But I am experiencing the opposite right now. This is honestly the same, well, not to the same extent. When the Elden Ring reveal came out, I was laying in bed, again, early in the morning for me, and freaking out. Was it early or late? I don't remember. Either way, I thought I would wake up my parents with how much I was shrieking. And I was so excited. I immediately started streaming Demon Souls. I was so excited. But yeah, the king looks scary. He's gonna be difficult. Seems like he gives very few openings. Also, that twirly ability that he has at the end looks very, very familiar. Hello, MNC Gamers! Again! Welcome back! I am early today. I am doing alright. I'm sorry that the previous stream that I had on was lagging. The Wi-Fi streaming is just not okay. It is not okay. But that's what I was trying to do. How are you? I am well. I am hyped. I am excited. I am freaking out right now because... Right meow. I was about to say right meow. Because the Elden Ring 15-minute gameplay trailer just ended, and I am on a high. Yeah, it was lagging for about everyone, I think. Just about. So it's not on your end. I enjoyed the trailer so much. I cannot tell you how excited I am for the actual game. It's in February 25th. That's so far away. But what we saw in the gameplay trailer was fantastic. Flippin' fantastic. In fact, the funny thing is, it's not funny. I think they were preparing for this trailer for a long time. We were getting images from each of the things that happened in the trailer months ago. So, you don't think you've seen the gameplay trailer? I'm going to choke. You need to watch it. You need to watch it right now. Here is the link if you haven't seen it already. I believe it's still live, and you'll have to go back on the line to view it. Rewind that video. And it should be archived shortly enough. So, oh my gosh. It was so cool. It was so cool. It looks so much more in-depth and interesting than what we saw in the last gameplay trailer. We saw crafting, we saw dungeon exploration, we saw a couple of different new bosses that we had not encountered before. We saw a random dragon event a la Skyrim. We saw running away from the coffin creatures, or running past them, I should say. Apparently they don't attack you, or see you, or attack you if you are just riding past them, so it's like, if you want to take on the coffin carriages, then you can. If you don't want to, you can just skip it. Which is cool. I like that idea. Just roaming treasure troves throughout the map. Also, it looks like the carriages stop on their way during the night. There is a day and night cycle. We didn't see much of the day-night cycle change. That's something I wanted to see more of. What does it look like? How long is the day-night cycle? Is it Minecraft fast? Is it, you know, Ocarina of Time fast? How slow is it? I feel like there's something of a generally recognized speed of day and night in video games nowadays. Somewhere between Ocarina of Time and, well, what else? What else has that? There are a few games that I actually play that have day-night cycles. Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact actually has a kind of a long one. But yeah, somewhere in between. It's generally accepted. Oh. But yeah, I woke up at 8 o'clock so excited. I probably got very little sleep last night. Somewhere between 4 and 8 hours. Enough for a human being to live on. But I also got myself some espresso. So I'm hyped by the trailer as well as coffee. Okay, do you guys mind if I just play the trailer again? I know you guys won't be able to see it, but I will. I'm just gonna watch it again. Yeah, it definitely does give us the title's mood. For sure.
Elden Ring is set here, in
the lands between. Gonna have to get used to that name. It's interesting that they spoke about the sites of grace as the first thing. It's like they really wanted people to understand that. Also, I was watching this video in like 480p. It's terrible. Terrible. The bitrate goes crazy throughout the video. The more stuff is on screen. And there are some definite hitches in frames per second. So I'm hoping that will all be addressed in the actual game. Also, that dragon has a fluffy tail. That's exciting. The dragon looks so cool, man. There are so many ways to make a dragon creatively. Make it look different from the rest. This is a wyvern, really. I mean, I don't think we've seen many dragons in Souls that isn't a wyvern. That aren't. But yeah, he basically has the rigging of the watchdog of the old lords with a giant wyvern body attached. The pot. Also, it looks like there's some fog weather that goes on sometimes. Maybe it's only in specific places. But in the pot section, with Alexander the Iron Fist, we see a very close fog. Very impressive. I like that. I like that a lot. They did not show off the walking castles with the bells underneath. They did not show that off. I'm kind of sad about that. They showed promotional material right before the game launched. I think last night. The trailer launched. I say right before, but anyway. Last night, they released some promotional material showing another picture, never before seen, of one of those walking dungeons. I'm guessing it's a dungeon. And it said something like, some of the treasures in this world don't want to be taken and will do their best to defend themselves, or something like that. And it showed the walking castle. Looked really cool. But yeah, we don't see that. Okay, so if we look more closely at the map, there are not any words, no writing on the map, except for, map and early day. Oh, so you get to see what time of day it is. Day-night cycle thing on the bottom right, as well as the compass rose, which looks very runic. Again, adding to the theory that was crafted long ago that this was going to be a very Norse game, and that is definitely confirmation of that. People were actually arguing whether or not this game was going to be Norse. Like, it's not going to be Norse, it's going to be just generically European. It is just ragingly Norse. The coding is obvious. Of course, there are other sorts of things, like the wyverns are specifically Welsh and, Old Celtic, mythological. So there are some things that are, brought from all manner of myths. But the world that has been created is definitely mostly Norse-inspired. I mean, rings. The whole idea of rings being magical is a Norse thing. I mean, the most popular magical rings are of Norse descent. Lord of the Rings, based on Norse mythology. And in original Norse mythology, rings were worn on the arm. It was like an armband. So the more beautiful your golden armband, the more useful you are, the more... It's basically showing that you are the knight or the thrall of a very powerful lord. Or maybe you yourself are a lord. But that's what the armband signified, that you're a high-ranking knight. And the type of ring you wore showed the type of rank. And there was definitely a lot of mythology surrounding that they gave you power or immortality, set you amongst the gods in Valhalla once you died. Depended. But Very cool stuff. I think it looks like there's a lot of water around about this, and there's like a pier on the map with what looks to be a round platform, probably a, what's it called? Not a lookout tower, but lighthouse. Looks like there's a lighthouse on the map somewhere in the water. So we'll be seeing a lot more of the ocean than I thought. But this is definitely an island, or island chain. There's so much to see here that they've shown off. In that, like, 4-minute gameplay trailer, or 3-minute gameplay trailer, the original, people got so much. They got books of information out of the visuals. Oh, there's another one. It looks like there are lots of different octagonal or rounded platforms or buildings that are sat out by bridges into the sea. Intriguing. Also, we can see several towers off to the west as well. Lots of towers. And complexes, castle complexes in the map. Giant map deep in the valley. A giant castle. There's the broken bridge. We can actually see the broken bridge on the map. There's the giant tree. So yes, there will be a bunch of different localities that will be very easily seen in the overworld from afar on the map as well.
The map appear in the world.
We still don't know how big the map is. From all that we've seen. But yeah, riding on that goat thing is going to be so fun. And he can jump so high, unnecessarily high. The hops are so adorable. Goat hops. Very fun. Stress-free adventuring, they say. What in the world? He just ran by like 18 graces, it looked like. Almost looked like humanity is made of light. I didn't notice that the first time watching. Glowing mushrooms. I'm just picking apart this trailer as much as I possibly can. Oh man.
The carriage over there is carrying treasure. An opportunity too good to pass up.
The carriage over there is carrying treasure.
You'll prepare for combat
Okay,
with some
I'm looking at the crafting table. It's, in other words, a table, like, grid. I don't see a crafting table in the game as in a table that you craft upon. Thin animal bones found by hunting beasts. You can make bone knives. That can be thrown at enemies to inflict damage. Okay, so we have several in the crafting menu screen. It shows all of the materials that you can use. There's a lot of materials, actually. There are 5 different... It looks like there are more to the left and right. Menu headers. Looks like there are either bombs and potions, arrows. I don't know what that is. Perhaps food? Not sure. Oh, I think I get it. So, the header he's on right now is what we're looking at. The all section. FromSoft games always have the all section, as well as specific menus for specific types of items. So, right here we see bone knives. We can craft hands, which is interesting. I thought these were all just, like, crafting materials, but it looks like these are things you can craft actively with what is shown on the right in the middle. Also, we can see the stats. Vigor. I'm so excited. There's so much to look at. Vigor, mind. Oh, hold on. Level 23, runes held. 1,000. So it's not souls anymore, it's runes, ladies and gentlemen. Yet again, the Norse influence is staggering. Vigor 18, Mind 10, Endurance, Strength. Mind is an interesting one. Mind is definitely a different one to have up there. Vigor, Mind, Endurance, Strength, Dexterity, Intelligence, Faith, and Arcane. Arcane! Arcane, like in Bloodborne? Connections! That's a little too exciting to see a Bloodborne word in the trailer. Oh no. I'm too excited. So then it shows our HP, FP, stamina, and equip load. So equip load is still a thing. It also shows poise. So poise is returning. Excellent. I kind of like that. We also are shown our discovery and memory slots. Okay, so magic works the exact same way it does in Dark Souls. The funny thing is, I don't know what mind even is. We have mind, intelligence, and arcane, which is different. Perhaps mind is the amount of mana we have, intelligence is the amount of memory slots, and arcane is the amount of magic damage, or vice versa, you know, and in any order. That would mean that the Demon Souls way of doing it would be returning. Interesting. Interesting. I think that's probably it. But it's weird to have mind all the way up there near vigor, endurance, and strength, and dexterity. So this means that vitality and vigor are no longer a thing. Your weight load, equip load, is probably attached to vigor or endurance. So that's really good. One thing I hate about Dark Souls is the fact that, and I can show you this, when you go to level up,
very well then.
You have vigor, which is the same. Attunement, okay, so attunement and mind are in the same slot here, second after vigor. So mind is probably attunement slots. Yeah, doesn't it look good, MC gamers? I'm so excited. It looks too good. Yeah, Kitty. Were you able to see Sonia May? Her little, banded tail. Banded-tailed cat, Tabby. She wants to get under my bed's covers so badly. She's trying and failing. Get under there, cat. You can do it. I know you can do it. I'll leave it up to her. But, yeah, she's here. Say hello. I love cats, too. I love this cat. So as I was saying, vigor, mind, endurance. Yeah, the gameplay looks great, doesn't it? Looks pretty fluid. I am scared by the bosses that I'm seeing because they are super fast. Looks like this fellow is going for a quality build. High vigor, high strength and dexterity. Not a mage. Yes, the same... Wait. No. Elder Scrolls and Elden Ring are separate. Elden Ring was made by the FromSoft creators, who created all the rest of the Souls series, which is one reason, probably the main reason, why I'm so excited. I'm sure there will be people who are like, is this... There are more people that are like, is this an Elder Scrolls game? Martin said it looked so similar to Demon Souls. Yes. Yes, it is very Demon Souls-y. Speaking of that, George A.R.R. Martin is the one who came up with the world building for this game. So, we can expect some very interesting world building that we have not seen from FromSoft so far. Although his involvement is basically just he wrote up the backstory to everything and handed it off to FromSoft, and they do with it what they will. But that's an interesting connection. So many people thought that this game was never going to come out. I mean, it still hasn't, but it's a real thing. In fact, Mefka was like, a FromSoft game with George A.R. Martin that's open world, yeah, that game's never coming out. I'm like, what? Why? Can we not hope anymore in this world? But it was true. It was true. But yes, it looks like there are going to be some things in this trailer that are very inspired by Demon Souls, specifically the spell system. Let's make these more of these similarities here. So we have attunement, endurance, vitality is gone out of Elden Ring. Thank God. But it's basically the same system as the rest of the Soul series. But vitality is one of my least favorite things about Dark Souls 2 or 3. Your equipment load is separate from all of your other stats. You have to upgrade vitality if you want to wear heavy armor or multiple armor sets or weapons. And it requires a lot of vitality to wear anything more than a normal armor set and weapons. So having that gone will be very nice. Probably you just have to upgrade endurance alone for equip load and stamina. So strength and dexterity seem to be the same. And then we have intelligence, faith, and luck. It looks like there is no such thing as faith in this game, which I am very sad about, because I love cleric builds and paladin builds. And that's not a thing. I'm kind of not surprised, because Norse mythology doesn't really have any sort of priestly or clerical anything outside of its rather pagan roots. So, yes, I'm not surprised by that. There's lots of witchery in Norse mythology. So that will be really all of the magical or miraculous stuff that we'll be seeing. But I am disappointed. I am definitely disappointed. There is arcane, though. And that's interesting. So in Dark Souls 3, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stats to level. In Elden Ring, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they literally just took away vitality. Oh, wait, we do have faith. What am I talking about? I didn't see it. My eyes. Am I an idiot? Yes, I am. Charles is an idiot. There is going to be a faith build. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I didn't see that. I was just looking at it. Oh, my apologies. Charles is an idiot. But that's okay. Oh, man. Oh, man. So yeah, mind, intelligence, faith, arcane. It's weird that we have intelligence, faith, and arcane. In this, we have luck, but we don't have luck in Elden Ring. Intriguing. So what do we do to increase our discovery? I don't know. Perhaps increase our arcane, like in Bloodborne? That would be cool. Arcane may boost a bunch of different things. If arcane is anything like Bloodborne, then it will increase the damage of elemental attacks. Lightning, fire, cold. But in this game, there are lots of different spells, and I imagine the spells will all be different elements. So would it not just boost all spells? I don't know. That is information we do not yet have. So we do have FP, focus points. We have FP in this game as well, as you can see. HP, FP, stamina. HP, FP, stamina. In the menu, the crafting menu that we see partway through the thing. And yeah, we have very little FP if we are at, like, low mind or intelligence. I'm not sure what gives that. I think attunement gives attunement slots and FP in Dark Souls 3, so maybe it's the same way. But this is fascinating. Yeah, so it looks like we'll be able to create or craft some coins in the crafting menu, some branches, a turd. It looks like we can craft a turd, a scroll or a bone, some fruit or bombs. Fruit and bombs sometimes look the same. This could be a bomb. Chat. Beware. It's an apple. It's a Wumpa fruit. Okay, I'm going to continue watching
Item crafting.
the,
Materials found in the world.
Oh. So it goes through a few of the different craftables.
With some item crafting. Using materials.
So we get bone arrows, knives, sleep bone arrows. Oh, you can cause enemies to sleep, eh? Fletched. Thin animal bones, flight pinions, and Trina's lily are materials that you craft with to get sleep bone arrows, and he makes some. Then he can't make any more arrows, but he can make a bunch more bombs and things. Ah, and then it quits out. Okay. Oh my gosh. Just shoots that man in the back. And then stabs him in the back, too. But that guy's armor, the armor of the coffin guards, is so cool. It's so bright and colorful. Very Renaissanceian. Renaissance-y? Also, the fact that you can plunge attack and riposte someone is so overpowered.
Heavy strikes, such as when
Like, holy cow. Mo.
a variety of unique attacks can also be interchanged between weapons.
We got some tower shields. I dearly hope that all of the different enemies that we see, we can loot the armor from. I dearly hope so. Yes, I'm just going to continue watching. See if anything else stands out. Watch one more time. Summoning the orc spirits looks crazy.
Spirits vary greatly in type, so we look forward to players experimenting and
You can like play a necromancer build and go all in on spirits probably. Have a ton of spirits. I wonder though. I also wonder what stat will boost spirit usage. A good question. The armor set that you're wearing on the bridge looks so cool. The helm especially. Super shiny,
also be enjoyed
domed helm
the worlds, from
with a crest.
PvP and invasions.
I'm super excited about getting that helm. The shiny armor is what I'm all about. Sorry.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Farewell. So there will be faith builds in Elden Ring. I wasn't sure about that at first, but now it is confirmed.
Deadly creatures stalk this forest, so will you.
Like I said, I'm kind of surprised because Norse mythology does not really include Christianity or Catholicism or any sort of, you know, European faith. But hey, you know, maybe it's not even very, like, Christian faith that they're talking about. Maybe it's faith in the
Across a boss guarding this area,
Elden Ring
with the help of our
gods or the grace once lost, you know? Who knows? Could look extremely different. Kind of like the faith and cleric sets in Dark Souls 2. They do not look, you know, Catholic in the slightest. It's literally the dragon cult in Dark Souls 2 that you're playing as, if you choose a faith class. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll get to play a Paladin or Templar. I wonder what the starting classes will be. Will there be starting classes? This is something we have to know. Now the problem is, I would like there to be a lot more stuff coming out about Elden Ring from FromSoft, or from, you know, what's it called? Bandai Namco. But 15-minute gameplay trailer is something that I don't think we've had from any of the previous games. So they probably will go silent for quite a while after this. There is a very good chance that that will happen. I dearly hope not, and if not, I will be very happy and pleasantly surprised. But this gameplay is so cool. There's also a grace inside of the entrance of the dungeon, meaning you can start right where it begins. Catacombs.
Can be found while out exploring the world.
Oh! The skeleton that pops up is literally just a Dark Souls 3 skeleton. It even pats itself on the head to make sure its head is on correctly. Marvelous. I'm super excited. Okay. Happy to see at the end that it's coming to PS4? Yes, yes. That's, I think, one of the main reasons why it looks the way that it does. It looks like just kind of an upscaled, better lighting version of Dark Souls 3. And I think that's why. It's because it's coming to all of the platforms. Last generation and this. Well, of the consoles it's coming to anyway. But yes, I'm super excited, Lord Orfeo. Thank you for joining me this morning. Yeah, PS5, PS4, and Xbox. Not Nintendo Switch? Nintendo Switch when? Not that I have any stake in the Nintendo Switch. But, we have Dark Souls 1 Remastered on Nintendo Switch. Thank you for being here yet again. Yes. I will have to get breakfast. That's a problem. I am a human after all. You know, maybe I can make some oatmeal.